अ, अमोल अनिल कुलकर्णी सरांना को होस्ट कर. अमोल मदन सर झाले तुम्ही को
हो
होस्ट.
सर बनवले
येस
co-host.
येस येस. So very good afternoon to all participants of this orientation and sensitization course. Today we have with us one of the senior faculty member from higher education, Dr. Anil Kulkarni, sir, a person with a vast teaching and research experience. Dr. Anil Kulkarni, sir, basically from commerce subject, has a vast experience of research and teaching. He has successfully organized many conferences and workshops and have guided many students. His academic qualification is MCom, LLB, MPhil, PhD, DHE. He has worked for more than 38 years in teaching and 10 years in research experience in commerce faculty in Savitribai Phule, Pune University. He is also appointed by Honorable Governor as a member Board of Management of YCMOU. Also appointed by Government of Maharashtra as a member Scrutiny Committee for Private University. Also member Accounts and Finance Committee of SNDT University, Mumbai. Then also member Commerce Board of Studies, MIT World Peace University. Also is a president of Akhil Bharatiya Rashtriya Shaikshanik Mahasangh, AB, RSM, Higher Education Wing of Maharashtra. Then also president of Bharatiya Rajniti Abhyas Mandal. Then state in charge of Vidyapit Vikas Manch Maharashtra, and also vice president of Deen Dayal Shikshan Sanstha Baramati Pune, and vice president of Saraswati Mandir Shikshan Sanstha Pune. He is educational advisor to H.V. Desai College, Pune, and Amruteshwar Arts, Commerce and Science College, Windsor. Also, he has hold the position of principal at H.V. Desai College, Pune for 1 year, vice principal of the same college for 10 years. Also, he is an elected member of Commerce faculty for Savitribai Phule Pune University 4 times from 1989 till 2015. Also, as elected member of Accounting Board of Studies, and also Senate member, and then member for Accounting and Audit Committee, nominated member of Standing Committee, appointed as a chairman and member of Local Inquiry Committee for Colleges and Institutions of Savitribai Phule Pune University for more than 25 years, and also chairman for Paper Setter, worked as an editorial board for books of YCMU Nasik, and also has been appointed by Maharashtra government as a member of Common Workload Committee for Senior College Teachers and Non-Teaching Staff. Also worked as a member for Workload Committee for Teachers of Savitribai Phule University. Then also worked as a member of Advisory Committee of Y Urban Cooperative Bank Pune. And also he has supervised 5 PhD students and 5 MPhil dissertation. Also published 22 books on financial accounting and advanced accounting. So it is indeed really an honor and pleasure for all of us to have him here as a resource person. Today he will deliver a talk on higher education in India. So on behalf of this Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center, Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar, I welcome Professor Anil Kulkarni, sir, and I would now hand over the proceeding to him. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Sir.
Namaskar to all of you. Good afternoon. So I welcome you all for this afternoon session, and my all best wishes to you. And at the outset, let me express my thanks to organizer of this seminar, of this lecture course, Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar Marathwada University Director, Professor, and all other dignitaries, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University, and all other authorities. And dear friends, today we are in 21st century, and higher education in India is moving fast. NEP implementation already started in India, National Education Policy 2020, and the NEP 2020 when started, the NEP 2020 was approved in the Parliament on 29 July, and that's why it became National Education Policy. Before, why this policy introduced? Because after independence in last 75 years, we are listening criticism on our higher education as well as secondary education also, that whatever degree holders coming out of the university, whatever students coming from colleges, universities are not employable. Today also there is criticism on us that most of the students are not employable. Means somewhere quality education is lacking. One side is this. Second side, we are observing that there are so many vacancies where they don't get proper employees, skilled employees. And so many big industries started their own training institutes. Whenever they select person, they ask the employee to go for training, and whatever needed training is given to them. So somewhere it was the criticism accepted by all of us that somewhere quality education is lacking in India. When India became independent, first priority we gave that accessibility of education. That was the object of education, which Kothari Commission, then in 1985, another new policy, new education policy came, then it was amended in 1992. So in both the policies, we observe that accessibility and equity, these are the two major objectives. That first, let us keep accessibility to all those who want to take higher education, and equity, that was also very another important objective. But in this 21st century, this is the first new policy introduced in 2020 in the parliament. And this new policy introduced by government, but the draft was prepared by Kasturangan. Dr. Kasturangan was a well-known scientist, was the president of ISRO. Under his chairmanship, the committee was appointed by the central government. And the committee took a lot of efforts to come out with this policy. Roughly speaking, committee 14 meetings conducted committee. And in this 14 meeting, lot of deliberations took place. And not only that, committee put up a draft on website. It was open to all for reactions. And right from Prime Minister to village sarpanch, every stakeholder was contacted. Their reactions were taken up by the committee members. And near about 74 institutions, higher educational institutions as well as educational institutions, were contacted, were considered while preparing the draft. And 217 expert persons also interviewed by the committee members. And then this final draft was prepared. The draft was in 484 pages in the beginning. Then it was edited, and edited draft in 66 pages, again available to all of us, introduced by the committee. So in this draft, if you see, first time it has happened in India that wide discussion took place on the draft. And committee received 2 lakh suggestions, more than 2 lakh suggestions. And they appointed 7 committees to analyze these suggestions. So 7 subcommittees, all these 2 lakh suggestions were considered, discussed. Some of them were accepted, some of them were not accepted. And finally, this 66 pages draft put up before the nation. Then it was discussed in the parliament. It was discussed with all state education ministers also, NEP Ayog members also. And then it was put up before the parliament after approval from the cabinet. What this draft says, in that this draft 27 chapters are there in 4 groups. And what are these 4 groups? One is school education, second is higher education, third is other key areas focus, and for this, making it happen means implementation. So if you see the scenario of higher education in India today, we have accepted affiliated structure, which was we took from British. And this affiliated structure created definitely certain problems before us. When Sam Pitroda was considered, when 85 committee report came out, at that time he said minimum 1,500 universities India should have in 1985. Now today we are in 2024. So today we are going to that line. We are going to that object. Because the Kasturi Rangan committee also suggested same thing, that whatever universities we are observing today are overburdened. Affiliation structure is really creating problem before the universities. I work in University Senate, Academic Council, Board of Studies, examination committees. So we observe that in our Savitribai Phule Pune University, more than 600 colleges are affiliated. Same thing in Nagpur University, same thing in Mumbai University. So a lot of colleges are affiliated to the universities and it has become very difficult to make syllabus updated. In our universities, we observed that if any change is to be made, then it needs minimum 2 years to come up. So if any teacher has suggested any change in the syllabus, that change need to consider first in BOS meeting, Board of Studies meeting. If it is approved by the BOS, then it goes to the faculty meeting. Then it takes 2-3 months again. After faculty meeting, then it goes to the academic council. That meeting took twice in a year only. After academic council it approves, then it goes to the management council. It meets normally 5-6 times in a year. So in such a situation, any change if you want to make in a higher educational system, it was very difficult. Time-taking job, lengthy job. That was the criticism before on us again. And so all these suggestions considered by this Kasturi committee that we need to rethink about our structure first. Whatever structure we are following is not suitable to our situation. And that's why a radical change is made in this NEP 2020. In the beginning, Kothari Commission, in 66, when they submitted a report, they insisted skill education. They insisted 2 plus 3 plus 2, 10 plus 2 plus 10 plus 2 plus 3 pattern. But what happened after 25 years? We started implementing 10 plus 2 plus 3 pattern in 1975-76 in Maharashtra, all over country in the same area, in the same year normally. So those students, those who have passed 12th, actually it was expected that 11, 12, that is the plus 2 stage, we need to give such type of education where student will become competent to earn money, competent to do some job. And there should not be a burden on higher education. That was the expectation in those days, in 1975-76, when this pattern was suggested by the committee. Committee suggested pattern in 66, implemented in 75-76, 10, 11 years later on. And then finally we observed that because of many compromises at the time of implementation, expected fruits not delivered. So we were best in planning, but we were not best in implementation. So best in planning is not enough. Equally important is implementation of the plan. And when you are making compromises due to financial constraint, due to some social constraint, due to workload constraint, then expected fruits you cannot derive from such plans. And therefore, the criticism went on years together. Nothing happened. Many colleges started, universities started. The burden on the university also went on increasing. Results were not declared in time. Students were not happy with their results come out. They were not happy with the assessment system, and lot of students going for revaluation of their answer sheets. So revaluation burden also increased on examination department, and we observed that number of students passed in revaluation. So finally, somewhere there was a question mark on our exam system also, or evaluation methods also. Because of large number of students and limited evaluators, sufficient justice was not given to that one. And so, neither colleges were happy, nor students were happy, nor parents were happy. And we were struggling last so many years in this higher education system that after coming out of the university, whether your student is competent enough to deliver the goods or not. If it is not, then you need to rethink your system again. And that's why this criticism went on every year, and therefore this new government, Modi Sarkar, decided to form a committee and to suggest a proposal for changes in higher education as well as in entire education system. So taking into consideration last 60, 70, 75 years, criticism, discussion, situations, committee realized that we are in need of a quality education. Somewhere quality education is lacking in university and colleges. Same type of question papers are coming. Last year question, 4 5 years question papers, if you analyze, you can easily draft new question paper. The systems went up. And that's why no change in syllabus, no proper evaluation method, and student satisfaction was not up to the mark. And so those students are coming out from the colleges or universities. We are not delivering expected goods. We are not showing their performance well. And so criticism, taking into consideration this criticism, now we need to have such a system which is suitable to Indian ethos, which is suitable to Indian culture. And so Kasturirangan committee took interviews of so many experts, and after taking experts and reviews of many people, expectations of stakeholders, some parents, some education experts, education ministers, politicians, all were contacted, and they come out with this draft. So today we need quality education, and that's why if you see NEP 2020 objectives, there are 5 objectives. Accessibility, equity, it is there. It is continuing. 3 more added. One is quality education and accountability also added. So accessibility, equity, affordability, third, quality, fourth. These are the new areas added. So affordability and quality is also equally important. Now in India, higher education is available to all. Minimum in arts, science, commerce. Aided institutes are also there. Up to taluka level, you can say, colleges are started. So accessibility is definitely there. Question of equity, quality, accountability, affordability. So these are the new objectives introduced. All are getting equal chance. Not only that, if you consider 86 report and to this Kasturirangan 2020 report, you will find some new objectives are set here. Now the NEP 2020 says that your higher education ratio, GER, gross enrollment ratio, should go up to 50% up to 2035, 2040 maximum, in next 15 years. Today, average GR, gross enrollment ratio, at all India level is near about 27%, 27.6%. In Maharashtra, it is better than India average. It is 32% in Maharashtra. But now the NEP kept this objective before us that it should go up to 50%. Because if you consider all Western world, European world, Western world, even Japan, eastern part of this earth, it is more than 60, 65%, 65, 66, somewhere it is 85%. But we are lacking behind. We are just less than 30%, 26, 27.6%. So now it is, they expect 50%, near about double than today's ratio, GER. So when you have to increase gross enrollment ratio, then you need to think about university structure also. And so proper attention is given to this thought in this report, as per my opinion. And they suggested three types of universities now which will take place in future. Now already it is started. People have started working on it. One is research universities, research-oriented universities, research-intensive universities, actually what they use. So only where research factor is very important, which is neglected in last some years in our higher education system. Now, in this NEP 2020, they have given a lot of importance to this research. And so they suggested you should have research university only. Today, what happened, our universities having PG departments, they are doing some research, no doubt. But research outcome is also not satisfactory. UGC made all teachers compulsory PhD in 6th pay. In 7th pay also, it is compulsory. Unless until you have PhD degree, you are not eligible for career advancement benefits. You cannot become associate professor, unless and until you have PhD degree. In 6th pay, it was not compulsory, but monetary benefits were given to PhD degree holders. If you complete your PhD during your service period, you get 2 increments, additional increments. If you complete your PhD before entry, you get 5 additional increments. Such type of monetary benefits were definitely there. But now in 7th pay, they made it mandatory that unless and until you have PhD degree, you cannot become associate professor. So research factor is very much highlighted by this committee also, Rastriya Ecosystem Committee also. And that reflected in UGC circulars you observe. So why PhD importance is given? Because somewhere we are not up to the mark so far research area is concerned. We are giving degrees, undergraduate degrees, postgraduate degrees, and PhD research degrees also. But the research work which is going on under our university, is it up to the mark? This question you can ask yourself. Today you will find there is a news into the newspaper in Pune, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, that one guide who is a professor in one college, reputed college in Pune city, was filed FIR against him, against her, she's a lady, against her, for taking bribe from her student for submitting PhD thesis. Yesterday only. And today university appointed one inquiry committee for that also. So when such news comes into the newspaper, it damages our research culture. If it is true, then it is really sad thing. If it is not true, then we'll be happy. Now, time will tell us whether it is right or wrong, because the police already filed FIR against her. And the investigation is going on. And who lodged complaint? Her student, who is also a assistant professor in one college. And he wanted to submit his thesis because his promotion was due. But unfortunately, some unethical thing happened. And he lodged a complaint to anti-corruption department. Now, if such thing comes into the newspaper, there is a big question mark on our research outcome also. So, higher education system in India today facing this problem also. And so, in this NEP 2020, they highlighted this thing and they said that ethical behavior is expected. And that's why this NEP 2020 document is a student centric, it is a teacher centric, and it is India centric. भारतीय मूल्यों की स्थापना, भारतीय तत्वों की स्थापना, इस पर ज्यादा बहस की गई है उसमें. So what is Indian ethos? That was discussed. So what is suitable to Indian culture, you need to consider in your policy. And so they highlighted research part, as I said, and that's why research intensive universities will come out in India in coming days, coming future. Second is teaching intensive universities, where all our state universities, central universities are doing research work as well as teaching work also. Research is also going on if their PG departments are there, and teaching is also going on. And third is degree giving colleges, that is their third option. So degree giving colleges means today there is a one university, suppose our Savitribai Phule Pune University, and 1000 institutes are affiliated to Savitribai Phule University, 600 colleges and more than 350 other management and technical institutes. Same thing is in Mumbai University, same thing in Nagpur University. So if you want to reduce this burden, they have suggested this structure that autonomous colleges will be encouraged. Maximum colleges will be autonomous colleges. And autonomous colleges will be degree giving colleges. Means they will also enjoy university status in coming days. First, autonomy will be given to them for 5 years. Then it will be reviewed and again extended for more 5 years. And slowly, slowly, these colleges will be degree giving colleges, status will be given to them. Such degree giving colleges, if comes in large number in our country, the structure, university structure will definitely change. And whatever the problems we are facing because of this large umbrella, large structure, probably that problem may solve in future because you are free, you are autonomous to design your own syllabus. You are autonomous, you are free to design your own exam system. Your evaluation will be proper in time, results will be declared in time, and students will be benefited in ultimately in large number. Because autonomy, if it is given, then colleges are free to design their own syllabus. Now, I am connected with 3 colleges here, which are autonomous colleges, and I am member of their governing body. So, these colleges in Pune city now designing their own syllabus, where there are 4,000 students, 5,000 students studying in these colleges, and now they got autonomy. So, there is liberty given to the teachers, college teachers, that you can design your own syllabus. Whatever criticism on us, try to consider it, think on it, and try to find out solution to it. And so your new education system, they said, less importance to content. Today we are delivering 20 lectures in a class in a week. Now NEP says delivering lectures, giving information is not more important. More important is let them learn. Student will learn how to learn. And teacher will be a mentor, guide. And teacher has to devote his time to guiding the students, not only delivering lectures in the classrooms. So practicals are suggested. Online teaching also suggested. MOOC, already designed many courses. And so student will be benefited and they can learn from their place also. They need not come to the college. They need not attend lectures every day. Some lectures they can attend from their home also, online learning. UGC already suggested your 40% syllabus should be like this, where you can go for online teaching. No need to come to the colleges. So NEP same says that student will get accessibility from his home. That was the expectation in the NEP 2020. Now it will become reality in coming days. Because if he is away from cities, still he can take education through colleges. He need not come to college every day, he can take education through colleges. Where there are practicals, he will come to the college, so he will show his practical, and theory lecture he can listen on YouTube or on online also. So these rapid changes are coming in coming days, in near coming days. And slowly, slowly the structure will go. So ultimate aim of it is to give quality education to the students. And quality education will not be possible unless and until you develop their analytical mind, critical thinking power. So critical thinking power how to develop? For that, teacher need to design their own curriculum, need to design their own way of methodology. What should be the proper pedagogy? Not only blackboard teaching. Now smart boards are there. Many colleges introduce smart boards. Many colleges started now practicals. In Maharashtra, in many universities, they started practicals now. In even arts and commerce education also, they started practicals. Let the student learn through experience. And so, NEP suggested 4-year degree course also. There is a 3-year degree course, 4-year degree course. As I said, there is a structural change. 10 plus 2 plus 3 pattern will be washed out. And which new pattern they suggested? 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. So 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 means again 15 years. But 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, here in first 5, they have taken Montessori education also in consideration. Montessori education was not considered till today. But now NEP 2020 highlighted this, and NEP 2020 said now, first time this year, the 5-year syllabus is framed at national level. National framework is ready. It is already published, in which there are 3 years of Montessori education, kindergarten, junior KG, senior KG. So playgroup, junior KG, senior KG. In some states, they say like that. Playgroup means after 3 years. After 4 years, junior KG. After 5 years, senior KG. And after 6 years completed, he is eligible to take admission in first standard. And after 7 years, he will go to the second standard. So first 3 Montessori years plus first year and second year means up to second standard. These are the 5 years first stage, which is called foundation stage. This is 5 foundation stage, where student will learn some language, student will learn through games, through playing, through experience, songs, etc. Whatever we are following today, some methodology will continue in new methodology also. Then next 3 years is 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3 standards. That is called primary education. Then next 3 years, 6, 7, 8, that is called higher primary and or middle stage. And last 4 years, 9, 10, 11, 12, that is called school education. And after 4 years school education, means after completing 12th, there will be a 3 years higher education or 4 years higher education. Two at a time simultaneously 2 courses will go on, 3 years as well as 4 years. Now from this year, I think 4-year degree course will also start in some universities. In Maharashtra already they introduced 4-year degree course. And what is 4th year again? 4th year is also research. Means you can become BA, BCom, BSc by research also, or BA, BCom honors also. If you work in the fourth year, last semester, you will get honored degree, or if you go by research, you will get research degree. Such type of fundamental changes are introduced in new structure. And aim behind it is to develop the full potentials of a student. How to develop full potentials of a student? Unless and until you ask him to work somewhere, or unless and until you ask him to think logically, prepare a research paper, submit it to the teacher. Teacher will evaluate that paper, will suggest the student what are the shortcomings in your paper, and student will learn more again. He will repair or he will correct these mistakes, and he will come out with again final research proposal or final research paper with his teacher. So he will get experience through his research work. His research work will give him more knowledge. And teacher role will be here only guiding role. Where he is making any mistake, you can suggest him. No, this is not the way, you go by this way. Such type of interaction between student and teacher will go on, and through discussion between teacher and student will come out with research paper. So, in coming days, those who are young teachers, now they will observe this change now, and they will participate in this change also. So your role will be not only giving lectures in the classroom. So your role will be much more than that. Lectures in the classroom will be minimized, and teacher's attention will be diverted towards full development of the student. So you can give him some research project, you can give him some questions where he will find out. So student will find out their own solution. Sometime you will surprised to know that whatever solution is suggested may be new to us also as a teacher. We never thought about it. But young generation applying their young minds may come out with new proper solutions to it. So that will give additional knowledge to teacher also. So such student teacher reactions or interactions, properly speaking, will increase in near future. And when student teacher interactions will increase, definitely all round development of a student will take place in coming days. And expected result you can observe. You want that student should be qualitative in his syllabus part, he should be qualitative at his behavioral part, everywhere. So this is expected in NEP 2020, that higher education in India, which we are away from all these situations, now there will be a radical change or drastic change in coming days, I observe. I hope that in coming days, colleges will be a really, you can say, knowledge giving centers, really experience giving centers, really a centers which where the student logical thinking will increase. So such days are no longer now, because draft expected that in coming days they have given time limit also. I don't know whether within that period we will achieve this or not, but minimum walk toward on this path will start, and finally it will reach up to certain level. So today, these are the two things, two basic problems we are observing, that many things we are not innovating in our country. Innovation is a new word now introduced in this NEP 2020 also. And so you will find in all universities, innovation and incubation center started. Separate director is appointed for that. It is expected now it will come down to college level. Innovation and incubation centers where student will prepare a proposal on which will be a practical one, which will be in reality, it will come out. And proper guidance he will get from these incubation centers in college or in university itself. And so frustration among the students today, we are observing that I am graduate, I am postgraduate, but I am not getting job. And many times those who are taking interviews, if you observe their views, they say, sir, no, we don't find any competent candidate for the post. I would like to share my experience to you. In last month, we took interviews of 600 postgraduate, those who have passed net set, PhD, and there were 60 vacancies. 60 seats were there, assistant professors, and 600 candidates were there. So see, for one post, 10. But when I took review of all, there were 4 groups taking interviews. So those who are interviewer, there were some professors, some vice chancellor, some retired vice chancellor, they were in the committee. And when I took their views, so they were not happy about the performance of the candidates. And they said, sir, after taking interview of 600 people, we are not in a position to recommend 60 names. Finally, you need persons, so we will recommend. This is the scenario. Means somewhere experts are not getting proper response from the candidate who are or those who are already postgraduate or those who are already doctorate also. Still, their performance is not giving them satisfaction to the experts. So somewhere we need to think that why it happens, why it is so, why so many candidates were rejected, because quality matters, and when quality matters, question comes before us that whether we are delivering really quality education in through university. They are first class pass. Still, if this thing took place, then to whom you will blame? So we need to introspect this higher education system today. Why our universities and colleges are not giving confidence to our students that whenever they will go for job or any work, why they are not so confident about their capacities. Actually, they are having capacity. So my observation is this: 40 years I was in teaching profession as a assistant professor, associate professor, vice principal, principal, university body members, educational institute governing body members. In all this level I work, and so I observed that somewhere it is lacking definitely. We have to accept that. So that whatever criticism is there, it is not wrong. It is correct criticism. So who will make it repair? So question comes here, and that's why the NEP 2020 says that Bharat-centric education we need to do. Bharat-centric education. What is Bharat-centric education? Whatever we British went in 1947, but still we are following their laws, their systems till today. Environment problem, for example, very serious problem. 1 month before I went to one university, vice chancellor shown me it is a health university, and vice chancellor shown me that see my university campus is free from plastic. So leadership matters also. If university get such type of vice chancellor, a visionary leadership, university will show the performance. So we are observing it. If it is happening in that university, why not it is happening in other universities? And therefore, such type of thinking, such type of visionary leadership is needed in all sectors. And who will provide this visionary leadership? Leadership not only in politics, leadership in industries, leadership in cultural organizations, leadership in school and colleges, everywhere. Leadership matters. And that leadership qualities to be developed in colleges and in universities actually. That is expected. The student who has passed out, if he is unable to introduce himself, a student who has passed out with first class, if unable to answer simple questions, then somewhere our higher education system is need to be introspective. And therefore, this NEP 2020 suggested Bharat-centric views. What is Bharat-centric views? It doesn't mean that we go to old dharma and old religion and old things. That is not expected. But what is your strong thing? What is your strength? Try to analyze that first. It was everything was there in Bharat. The structural designing was there. If you go to south and see the temples, how they are constructed, they are designing. So if you see the means structural designing, etc., was there in Bharat, but we never taught this to our students. We neglected that. Our agricultural based country, what is our agricultural pattern? We have not taken patent right of many things. But now we need to teach our farmers and to our agricultural graduates, those who are doing research on it, to go for patents and take patent rights so you can earn good money through this patent also, if the patent comes into reality. And our agricultural old knowledge is really knowledge based on experience. It is not bookish knowledge, knowledge based on experience. And tradition to tradition, generation to generation, this knowledge is coming. And India became agriculturally self-sufficient country in some years. Green revolution took place with the help of farmers. Now the farmers, all farmers are not graduate. They did not go to university and colleges. But still their thinking ability is so strong. Their analytical ability is so strong. They analyze the problem. They came out with their solutions. And you will find that India has shown its power that yes, we can become self-sufficient so far agricultural production is concerned. And so, university and colleges not given proper attention to this. What they are doing, what is the actually, can we put it on paper and publish a paper and take a patent right and take a research degree on it? It is very much possible. But still we are biased and we are controlled by Western culture. So far literature is concerned, if you see Indian thinkers, they are sadhu and sant. They are not graduates even. They were not any university product. But still, whatever they wrote, in Maharashtra we call it Abhang flow. We will find they gave us universal truth. For example, for a simple story, they said that if you want to keep man happy, you need to control your greed. So, sarvepi sukhinas santu, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kasyit dukkha bhave. This is our prayer. Don't know. So many years before it was written. At that time, no university was also there. But Sarve Sukhinas Santu, Sarve Santu Niramaya means it is a world peace slogan. Today we are talking about world peace movement. What is this? This is also a world peace movement, actually started in India long, long years ago. Where this prayer was given, but we neglected that. Sarvepi Sukhinas Santu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, this prayer gives a lot of vision. 1,000 years before it was there, it was written. So when we say that Indian education का भारतीयकरण होना चाहिए, what is भारतीयकरण? What is Indianization? Indianization is this: what is best in your literature, what is best in your tradition, what is best in your culture, try to find out something from that and put it into your syllabus and teach your students. Another thing, Mahatma Gandhi's sentence, very well-known sentence, everybody knows, that India satisfy need of everyone, but India cannot satisfy greed of anyone. It's a very popular sentence of Mahatma Gandhi. What it means? It is related to environment issue. You do not go on disturbing environment for your development purpose. Development does not mean destroy environment. So control on your greed. I want home, then I want one room kitchen, two room kitchen, then three room kitchen, then Bangalore, then big Bangalore. It's gone increasing, no end. So what is your need? Define that, and it will definitely be fulfilled. But if you are a greedy person, then you will remain unhappy entire in your life. So man is unhappy because of his greediness. Happiness, now happy index come out. Some countries are very happy country. India is not there. It is very, very low level. Why? Because we have not taken cognizance of this our literature, cognizance of our these slogans, cognizance of our these slokas, these mantras. These mantras need to understand, analyze properly, and explain to our students. If you explain this to your student, they will remain satisfactory. They will remain happy. What is how to count happiness index? It is not dependent on how much you earn. Happiness index depends upon many things others, which are not only related to money. Money is definitely basic needs must be satisfied. But wants are increasing. In economics also we are teaching this. Wants are increasing, wants are many. And resources are limited. That we are teaching to our students. So that is already written in Indian literature so many years before. But we not taken cognizance of it. And that need to now study well and put it into syllabus. That is called भारतीयकरण. भारतीयकरण का मतलब भगवाकरण नहीं है. Not related to any religion. All religions are equal, and we must develop this attitude among our students to respect other religion also. You may feel proud about your own religion, but you need not hate other religion. That we need to teach our students. So Sarva Dharma Sahakar. That is Indian philosophy. That is Indian culture. That we need to teach our students. Bharatiyakaran means that. So while teaching all subjects, maybe psychology, maybe political science, maybe history, maybe chemistry, physics, everywhere you will find some effort definitely took place in Indian culture in the past. And we need to search that. Yoga, for example. So yoga is a gift given by India to the world. World is celebrating yoga days. So without any expenditure, without any money, if you take care of your own health through yoga, where you don't require any instruments for that, just simple space where you can sit and you can do your yogas. So when such things are there, we need to highlight this and that to be brought before the society through our education system. That is expected in Bharatiya. And so this system says that whenever you are giving quality education, affordability is also there. Quality education and Indianization of education, Bharatiyakaran. चैतन्यमय उन्होंने लिखा है चैतन्य में भारत की निर्मिति. That is the object of our education system. चैतन्य में भारत की निर्मिति. So create enthusiasm among all the students. चैतन्य में भारत की निर्मिति का ये मतलब है, and that's why higher education system need certain changes. So what changes they suggested? Now RTE, right to education, is available from age 3 to age 18 here. Now in previously it was up to 14 only, 10th standard. Now up to 12th standard, means up to age 18. Right to education ये आ गया है. RTE already started, Parliament also accepted it. So it is the duty of the government now to give education to every student up to 12th standard. So there is a total change in our delivery system. There will be a total change in exam system, and there will be a total change in learning system. There are three changes suggested. As I suggested you that teaching pedagogy will change. You will have to develop new methodology to deliver your own subject among your students. You concentrate on more and more practical, 40% practical training, 40% how practical you will introduce through your subjects. That is up to each and every faculty, each and every teacher. Innovation is definitely there. Every teacher will develop some innovative ideas for his own syllabus, making it understanding to the students. So that is expected. Now, common methodology is not useful. Every teacher is free to design his own pedagogy, and he can go on implementing it with his own efforts, and he can observe the fruits of it. So, well-designed pedagogy will make the students' understanding more powerful. That is expected in this NEP 2020. Then examination system. Learning methodology will change, as I already told you, that they will go for practicals, they will go for research, they will work on job working actually. Last semester they are suggested that students will spend some time in any industry or in any organization where he will learn more. Actual practical experience he will take from that place only, and he will suggest one project report to the college or to the teacher, and it will be evaluated by that teacher itself, and then degree will be awarded to the student. That is expected methodology in coming days. And so learning methodology will change. And third, as I showed you, exam system will also change. What will be the exam system? And that's why this semester system, in some university, there is a tri-semester system. In the semester system, by and large, accepted all over the country. In this semester system, at the end of the semester, student will give some paper, definitely, but there will be a continuous evaluation. They suggest continuous evaluation. What does it mean, continuous evaluation? Means examination botheration should not be there. Unnecessary pressure on students' mind should not be there. Education should be enjoyable. That word they use, enjoyable. Student feel while he is taking education, he should enjoy that education. He should not develop fear in mind how to appear for exam, what will happen in exam. His all nights are disturbed, restless nights, because he is not prepared, so he is not confident how to write papers. We are observing this. Yesterday only I wrote one newspaper, 23 students suicide in Kota in last 2-3 months because of heavy pressure on their examination system. They were preparing for JEE and NEET, and they were taking education in Kota in Rajasthan, and there were 23 suicide cases observed because they were not confident about their preparation, and so they got frustrated, and because of that frustration they went to depression, and because of that depression situation they went for suicide. You know, private coaching in If somebody from Rajasthan here will understand more. In Kota, the figure come out that 6,000 crores annual turnover taking place. Students from all over country coming to Kota for JEE and NEET preparation. And there are more than 150 institutes giving coaching for JEE and NEET preparation. So those who are in 12th standard, they are going for that JEE and NEET. They took admission in 11, 12 only for practical purpose. But actually they are taking education in these institutes in Kota, preparing themselves for JEE and NEET. And they are getting definitely good results are there. Though if you take IIT admissions into consideration, 1/3 admissions are from the students are taken education from Kota. And so it became popular. So they have certain result, definitely. But there is a tremendous pressure on the student's mind when they are preparing for JEE and NEET. So such examination tension should not be there. That is expected in NEP 2020, that student should be free from exam. You take his exam in such a way that he will not feel that I am appearing for exam. When he is talking to the teacher, you ask some questions to him, whatever you discussed in the classroom in the last week. And what answers he is giving, you can judge him. Or you can give some project to him, you can give some problem to him and ask him to find out solution and go on critical thinking, develop his critical thinking, analytical thinking, discussion with him, and then you assess 360-degree evaluation system. It is expected now. Only annual exam at the end of the year, 3 hours exam paper. Now that day is gone. Now semester system. Again in semester system also 2 hours paper, 60 marks exam. Not necessary. They suggested you take 20 marks exam. Remaining 20 marks you give for tutorials, practicals, 20 marks for any project, or in classroom when they are answering students, you go on noting which student is understanding topic well and giving you proper responses. You can go on evaluating at that time only. Such type of new evaluation methodology you need to develop in coming days. So students should not get botheration of examination. And so this British system of examination, we need to rethink that NEP says. And NEP suggests that's why autonomy is given. Not necessary that it is common to all 1,000 colleges under one university. No, that is not recommended. And that's why autonomous colleges, they expect up to 2040, every college will be degree giving colleges. Today there are 45,000 colleges in India. They want to bring down it to 15,000. Small colleges, more than 3,000 colleges are there, which are less than 500 strength. The strength of the college is less than 500. Such colleges, they suggest no place in near future. They need to get cluster with some other colleges. They say don't close your college, but you can have cluster format. In one city or in one tahsil, if there are 3-4 colleges having 400, 800, 700 strengths, they can come together, form a cluster, and develop interdisciplinary approach. That is another point of higher education today, which was lacking in last 60, 70 years. This is very new point. Kasturian committee suggested that higher education should have interdisciplinary approach. Today we have very watertight departments. Arts, science, commerce subjects are designed, and students need to take that subject only. If a science student do not find any interest in mathematics, why he cannot take psychology, or he cannot take political science, or he cannot take history? Today structure doesn't permit that, but in coming days, tomorrow, because of this interdisciplinary approach, multidisciplinary approach, it is possible to the student that if he find any subject difficult, he can keep off that subject and he can take another faculty subject which is where he is more interested, which is more liking to him. Maybe history, political science, commerce, management, economics, such subject he can choose. Or commerce and art student also can choose science subject, microbiology, botany, zoology. So some credits you need to give for that subject also. And so this choice-based credit system is developed now. I think in all universities already started credit system. And UGC has developed ABC, Academic Bank of Credit. So this is very new methodology. See, the structure will certainly change. That students are keeping their credit into bank and you can withdraw whenever you want to take degree. So if there is a gap in education, suppose after passing first year, student finds some job and go somewhere else, and after 2 years he want to continue his education, such students are welcome in this new structure. Because whatever credits he achieved, suppose in first year he achieved 120 credits, that 120 credits are deposited in his bank. And after 2 years, 3 years, if he come back, remaining credits he can complete and he will get degree. This is another change. Interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary approach and choice-based credit system. It is very convenient to the students' point of view. Today, very stereotype and very rigid structure we are following. Now we need to throw away this structure and we need to follow this new structure. So these are the changes in 21st centuries we are observing. What is demand in the market? What is demand in the situation? Why education is given? What is the basic fundamental of education? All-round development of student. What Vivekananda said, he defined education in his own way, which was well accepted now also. That all-round development of the student. And that means Vivekananda ji said that every student is having some good things. Find out that and develop that. So every is having some good things. What are his interest area? What is his interest area? What are his interest subjects? Find out that and ask him to take credit in that area, in that subject only. So full development of a student or all-round development of a student and the abilities already exist in a man, you have to develop that ability, that quality. So that is the definition Vivekananda ji said. And now so many educational thinkers also supporting this definition. NEP 2020 also suggests same thing near about. All-round development taking into consideration this multidisciplinary approach is very useful, which was a radical change. As per my opinion, this is a radical change in higher education system today. Our higher education system from watertight compartments becoming liberal and going to multidisciplinary approach. Liberal attitude we have to accept now. Multidisciplinary approach we have to accept now. Rigidity we have to throw it away. And so it is very beneficial to the student, particularly girl student is very beneficial because many girls after the age of 18, 20, they get married. And when they get married, they may be shifted to some other places where their education may not be possible. They need to take break in their education. So such girl student, those who have taken break, such girl student can come back again in education system. Dropout will come down because of that. So dropout will come down and GER, which we are expecting 50%, we can achieve. Today's watertight compartments are not attracting students, but if this liberal system is accepted and if multidisciplinary approach is accepted, then students may attracted to higher education system in coming days and they will take admissions in the colleges also. So colleges number will also increase and that is expected in NEP. Each college will be a degree giving college. That is ultimate aim of it. Degree giving. Your college should be so sufficient, so self-sufficient, so strong that you will deliver degrees to your own students. And that degrees will be well accepted all over the country, even all over the world. And so here quality matters there, definitely. Accreditation will be there. NAC accreditation will remain continue. your college needs to be accredited. Today they are giving autonomy only to such colleges, those who are accredited. Those accreditation is valid. Such colleges only can apply for autonomy. Otherwise, your autonomy application is not accepted by the UGC. So gradation system will be there. I think gradation system there, NAC is also changing now. NAC is also rethinking this grading system. A plus, B, B plus, that grading system may go away. And some new, they are developing some new methodology of ranking. And that will be applicable from June 24. Those will go from June 24, they will go for new ranking system now. Same view that you should not have botheration of examination. A student is having botheration of examination, like that college is also having botheration of this NAC examination. When you are going for NAC, you see what is the atmosphere in the colleges and in the university. Oh, NAC is coming, NAC committee is coming. So there is a tremendous pressure on vice chancellor or tremendous pressure on principal, vice principal, all senior faculty members. That NAC visit, that become very, you can say, tension job. So that should not be there. We want to remove that. Whatever you are doing will be checked by the NAC peer team. So name is also properly given, peer team. It is not an examination team, it is a peer team. The peer team members come to your college, they observe your atmosphere, your culture, and they give some marks. On the basis of that, you get graded. But today we are observing when exam word comes, immediately pressure start developing. So that pressure we want to remove. Examination should not be a pressure-making system. That is NEP says. And so make the evaluation methodology, examination system friendly to the students, friendly to the institutes, where when you are assessed, you don't know. For example, I am visualizing this. So I am a language teacher, I am teaching one poem in my class, explaining poem, and if any student take interest in that discussion and give some inputs to me, why not I give mark to that student immediately at that point? Because he is showing interest in this poem, he has interest, good interaction took place between teacher and student, and when teacher is satisfied that yes, this student is understood this poem and this philosophy of the poem, meaning of the poem, then you can judge him and you can give him marks. So student will also enjoy that your exam is over. You answered this poem questions very nicely. You understood this poem properly. Such type of picture we are visualizing, and Indian higher education system is on this changing platform today. From whatever we followed in last 75 years, now we are taking total change from this path and going to some new era, new vision. Teachers' participation is expected in this. So Kasturi Rangan took 2 years to prepare this report, and very thoughtful discussion took place in that committee, and then they come out with this report, this document. So this document, if implemented properly in toto, in coming 20-25 years, we will find good results will come out. Those who are passing through colleges and universities will not be shameful. They will be proud. They will feel proud. They will feel confident. They will not be jobless. Today, this is the problem. We are giving degrees, but they are jobless. We are giving degrees, but they don't have skills. They need to go for another course again for taking skill education. So many mechanical engineering students, civil engineering students, I am observing again joining some classes, computer classes or MBA classes to make them competent. So why not it is given in the school and colleges itself? When they will get their first degree, that confidence level should be there. That is our objective. That is our achievement. And so this multidisciplinary approach, all-round evaluation that is expected in this education system. As I said, quality now. So I talk about accessibility, equity, already accessibility and equity, we achieved certain level definitely. But quality and accountability, these are the two new points. Affordability and third more. Affordability was there also in 85 report. And so government need to take some responsibility of education system. Aided education system is the backbone of this. Government should provide funds, and fortunately this government has given importance to research, and so they have developed NRF, National Research Foundation. In the last parliament bill already passed National Research Foundation. Through NRF, now so many research grants will be available to the teachers, students, also those who are going for research activities. So that definitely a good thing that central government recognized this recommendation and took some efforts to encourage the teachers and new young teachers also for going for further research, and for scholarships and grants are available to such teachers. That is good thing. I think slowly funds will be more available to the teachers and students also, and this research culture or research atmosphere will develop in the university and colleges also. So that is my expectation. I think so. For 5 minutes more, I will talk about this research culture, quality education, affordability. What is affordability? As I said, that nobody should be remain away from a higher education system, because we have to increase GR 50% up to 2035. How to increase that GR? Unless and until you put some incentives for that, student will not come for degree education. So for if you want encourage students to come for degree education, first thing your degree education should be qualitative, and second it should be affordable also. And so aided institutes you have to increase, you have to make them strong. Government support to higher education system is definitely needed in our country, because our country has a lot of diversity. Lot of different languages are there, different backgrounds are there. Some are from rural area, some are from coastal area, hilly area. So they are definitely facing different problems. So we need to develop hostels for that. In Pune city, I'm observing lot of postgraduate students are in need of hostels. Hostels are not enough to accommodate our students, and so they are searching private accommodations for them, which is not affordable to them. 4 or 5 students are staying in one room. If this is the situation today in 21st century, then we need to provide hostel facility to our students. And that's why government help is definitely needed. Government aid is definitely needed. Government should come out with financial assistance to the universities and colleges, those who are developing libraries, those who are developing hostels, those who are developing gyms. For such infrastructure development, financial assistance is definitely government should provide, because private institute may not be in a position to do that. So affordability is also equally important. GR will not increase unless and until it is affordable higher education. And so cost of education may be high, but government subsidy, if it is there, then it is affordable to the students. And that government subsidy may be available through different scholarships or different aids to the institutes. Now, so government cannot deny or neglect responsibility of higher education also. Unfortunately, in last 75 years, whatever expected expenditure on education not took place so far. It is less than 3%. Whereas it is said in Kothari Commission 6%. Today also NEP says 6%. 6% of GDP should be spent on education. but we are not even 50% spending money on that. And so all governments up to this in 75 years neglected this point. And so NEP 2020 also highlighted this, that government expenditure on education should increase. And so fortunately, one thing is definitely there which we can recognize, that higher educations they have developed, they have decided NRF, National Research Foundation, and some fund provision will be available to the teachers and students. But what about other degree colleges and postgraduate courses? Most of the courses are self-financing, and self-financing courses, fees sometimes not affordable to the students, particularly professional courses, engineering, medical. So government need to think about it, that professional courses also, if financial assistance is available, then only it will be affordable. Otherwise, it is not affordable. And so we have to put pressure on government through our academic wings, our social wings, that government should go on increasing funds. Otherwise, we will not achieve these goals. That is my personal opinion, that unless and until you make basic provisions of it, it is not possible. There are so many students I am observing in city like Pune are working somewhere and also taking education. They cannot devote full time for education because they need to work, because they need to earn some money. Even they are sending money to their parents while they are working in Pune and taking education. Such families are there. So we cannot neglect that reality. And therefore, expenditure on higher education should be as per the suggestion of the committee, 6%. Actually, it should be more than that, but minimum 6%. It is not expenditure. Many thinkers said, many socialists, social scientists said that when you are spending money on education, it is not expenditure, it is investment. You are making investment in man, because you are developing a man through education system. And when you are developing a man through education system, man means man and woman both. You need to spend money on that, so it is to be treated as investment in man. And so, especially for this policy, government has not yet cleared this about. Actually, they should come out with this clearance. Fortunately, Prime Minister in the Parliament said that we support this NEP by heart and we will implement this NEP. That is the promise given by Honorable Prime Minister in the Parliament. So let us take it for granted that government will make provisions in coming budgets near future for education expansion. Because you need to expand educational institutes more and more, then only you will achieve GR. So GR will not achieve more and more colleges spread out all over the country. Then only GR can be achieved, gross enrollment ratio, which we want expected 50%. And so for this, so I told about access, equity, quality, affordability, and last one more point is there, accountability. So if time permits, sir, honorable, otherwise I will take in next lecture. Who is the coordinator? Time permits us, or shall we stop here at 4 o'clock? 2:30 to 4. Patil sir? Yes. Coordinator sir? Shall we take break here? Hundred and 19 participants. Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Yes, sir. So anybody is there who is coordinating this lecture?
Yes,
so
yes, sir. You are audible. You are audible.
So shall we stop here for 5 minutes?
Yeah, sir. Yes.
So we'll take 5 minutes
Yes,
break, and then remaining points I will take in next section.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Shall we start, sir? Shall we continue? Everybody is there, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So last 45 minutes, we'll discuss the remaining 2-3 points. So far, higher education of India is concerned. As I said, we discuss NEP in relation to NEP, that equity, affordability, affordability, we discussed. One more point is accountability. That is also new added in this NEP 2020. Accountability. Higher education में ये अभी बहुत जरूरी है. Unfortunately हो भी रहा है और UGC is coming out with many documents, as you observed, that teachers need to, for career advancement scheme, teachers need to submit certain research papers, then API score, such type of, I think, already systems established. PhD is compulsory, you need to be a guide. All such things are already introduced by UGC because they want to develop accountability of a teacher. In last 150 years after independence, before independence and after 75 years after independence, we have forgotten that we are also accountable for whatever we taught to our students. I listen so many answers from big authorities that if any student behave misbehave outside the college, outside the university, who is responsible for it? Normally, you will say, no, it's not our responsibility. The student pass out outside the campus, college campus, what he is doing, we are not answerable for that. That is normally we are listening the answer. In the campus itself, discipline matters, but outside the campus, discipline is not under control. And that is true also. We cannot say, because outside the campus, if teacher goes on suggesting something to the student, some student may not take it properly. They will say, who are you to guide us here? But in spite of that, somewhere we need to fix accountability of everyone. In management science, we say that there should be a job for every person and there should be a person for every job. That is called accountability. No job is such where nobody is responsible, or no person is there that he doesn't have any specific job. That matching is needed in management science. That matching also expected in NEP 2020. That accountability of teaching community is also expected. Accountability of university authorities, accountability of college authorities, accountability of management is also expected here. That what type of, because we are saying that education is foolproof development of the college. We are developing students, that very good word they use here in the document, that the purpose of developing holistic individuals, it is essential that an identified set of skills and values to be established. So in 21st century, quality higher education must aim to develop good, thoughtful, well-rounded, and creative individuals. These words are used. Creative individual, it must enable an individual to study one or more subjects, that is for multidisciplinary approach. But higher education plays an extremely important role in promoting human as well as social well-being. These are the words used in this document. That higher education plays important role in developing human well-beings, social well-being. So value matters here. We need to develop our students, those who will develop this social attitude also. That I am a citizen of India and I have certain responsibilities on me. As a citizen, I have certain responsibilities. I need to follow rules and regulations. Who will teach our students? So this is needed here, that higher education system, you need to develop this value-based system. You have to inculcate values in your students. How to inculcate values? By ethical behavior. And so this is ethical attitude is the center point of this implementation part of it. What is ethical part? I gave one example in the beginning of my lecture of our Pune University just now, which is published in newspaper today. That one research guide will be behind the bar. FIR register against her for taking bribe from her PhD student. Here ethical part is definitely highlighted. If we are the teacher, if we are a professor, delivering good salary, aided institute, professor salary is not less than 2 lakh, why taking bribe? That is the $1 million question asked by many people today in newspapers also. So where you need interaction of your education system. University also at fault. How such research centers are working? Why such unethical practices are going on? So human beings and well-being of the society. We have accepted sustainable global development. Sustainable development goal 2015 we signed that document, and up to 2035 we have to reach up to sustainable development. In sustainable development, it is also mentioned that development will not take place unless and until you develop certain values among your students, ethical behavior among the students, value-based education. Now they are started in schools, value-based education, value class, something like that. But as per my opinion, value-based education will be possible through teachers' guidance only. And teacher guidance means when teacher is saying anything, question comes whether he is following that practice himself or not. That is the main behavioral part of it. Time is important if teacher is saying to the student whether he is following time. Proper ethical values when you are talking to our students, they expect that teacher also should follow that. When copy is not proper, we are saying in examination, then why plagiarism test we need in PhD thesis? We ask this question to ourselves. You just introduce plagiarism test. Why? Because many teachers, while doing research, copying the material which is already published and not recognizing that material. Without recognizing that material, if you are copying it in your thesis, It is unethical. And that's why plagiarism test introduced. So, center point of implementation of higher education new policy is teacher centric. Very importance is given to the teacher. One chapter is written in this teacher itself. Unless and until participation of the teachers by heart, NEP implementation is not possible. So when you say all-round development, human values, ethical values, then we need to develop that culture in our colleges and universities first. So question comes, how to develop this culture? Less content, more learning, I scored, skill education. So teacher should be a senior friend of a student. And you have to observe what type of skill we can give to the such students, where he is interested. Skill education now introduced from 6th standard in NEP. But when he will come to the colleges, this is the responsibility of the college and university. When student will pass out from college and university, minimum one skill he should have. He cannot pass out without any skill. If some skill inculcated among the students, values inculcated among the students, proper behavior attitude is developed, such students are welcome in the society. And society expects that such type of manpower we need to deliver. So global education also is expected in NEP. In global education, it is expected that India should export, means our faculty will go abroad, interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary approach as well as internationalization of higher education is also expected. That we should go up MOU, Memo of Understanding with foreign institutes. And our faculty will go there, their faculty will come here. Such type of MOUs will be signed in near future by different colleges and different foreign institutes. Government will encourage that. UGC already started encouraging that. Some private universities and foreign universities will start their campuses in India. When foreign universities will start their campuses, they need some local partners here. And such local partnership will be provided by our well quality giving education institutes. So those institutes who are having best infrastructure, giving quality education, good manpower, very highly qualified teachers, professors, assistant professors, such institutes can go for collaboration with foreign universities and students will be attracted to such universities more and more. About 7 lakh students are going abroad every year. Only in the USA, 7 lakh students are taking higher education. So why so much manpower is going abroad? Now you cannot stop attraction of the students to go abroad. But can we have tie-up? So 2 years in India, 2 years abroad, 3 years in India, 1 year abroad. Such type of hybrid type of education system is permitted now by the NEP. UGC is also encouraging this policy. Even student can take 2 degrees at a time. If he is taking 1 degree in one university, at the same time he can take another degree in another university. So such type of interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary approach is recommended and it will become reality in coming 5-10 years. So this is not far away. Some of our teachers will be teaching 10 months in India, 2 months abroad. You will also invite some foreign teachers in your universities, your colleges. They will teach here 2 months, they will teach 10 months there. Such type of interactions, global interactions will take place in coming future days. So that is the vision of higher education in 21st century. Teachers and students will be freely moving to abroad. Middle East students are coming to India for their education because compared to Europe and Western America, USA, Australia, England, Indian education is much cheaper for them. So they can take admissions in our universities also. But we need to provide such type of infrastructure and such type of atmosphere to such students when they will be attracted to you. And so global interaction is expected, multidisciplinary approach as well as internationalization of higher education is expected in 21st century. And so now area is not the limit. You can go anywhere and give education. So this is a good opportunity to our good educational institutes, those who are going delivering good goods. They will be welcome. Government will encourage them. They can go abroad, start their campuses over there, having MOUs there. And such internalization of higher education, and our students will get best experience of that. Now in Maharashtra, higher education minister said in his lecture in Pune that he has signed MOU with German government. German delegation came to Mumbai and they signed an agreement with Maharashtra government that they need 4 lakh students in coming 4 years. And that's why they suggested definitely they should, and that responsibility is going to Maharashtra government. You provide us 4 lakh students, those who are having these skills, 50 skills. And another condition, they must have German knowledge, German language knowledge. So in NEP 2020, 3 language formula suggested. What is 3 language formula? NEP says that foundation education and primary education priority in mother tongue. Priority, preferably you should give your primary education and Montessori education in mother tongue. Then from 6th standard, you can start second language formula, any state language and any foreign language, not necessarily English. 3 language formula, mother tongue, any state language, means students in Maharashtra will study Kannada, will study Gujarati. Students in Gujarat will study Marathi, will study Hindi. Like that, option given to the students, 3 language formula. Any another state language, and third, any foreign language. Not necessarily English, you can study German, French, Japanese, any other, Swedish, any other language. So language teachers are having a lot of scope in coming days. And so Maharashtra government decided to give free German education to the students, those who are interested in learning German. For them, government is going to pay their fees. Because that is the precondition. So government took decision. Such decisions, any other state governments will also take in near future. Because India will be a skilled manpower supplying country to the world. You know, this is our dividend that most of the population in India is a young population. And whereas in Western world or in Japan, old population is more, working population is less. India's strong point is this, that working population is more in India. I just read out some voters analysis. Out of voter list which is published now in India, out of that voter list in Maharashtra, I took survey, 80% voters are less than 60 age and 20% voters are more than 60 to 100. 56 lakh voters are there in Maharashtra whose age is above 90. But there are 9 crore voters. And out of that 80% voters whose age is less than 60. 18 to 60 in this category, if 80% voters are there, you can imagine what is young manpower we have. So, lot of young manpower we have. This is dividend, geographical or dividend, it is safe. But this dividend we can enjoy if we give them skill education, foreign language education. So in coming days, colleges should start such type of initiatives and go for MOUs with different international institutes where students will be exposed to international environment and they will learn what is going on globally. What is global need? For example, global need is world is rapidly changing and big data. Now, three things are they suggested: big data, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. These are the upcoming areas where there will be jobs available to you. So, data analysis, degrees for data analysis. Now, so many institutes have started already. Data analysis, degrees in data analysis, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Now, most of the jobs, unskilled jobs, will be done by machines. So, there will be no employment in unskilled work to the human beings because most of the job will be done by robots and machines. So, jobs will be available to only skilled persons. And skilled person jobs are plenty. For example, in computer, in artificial intelligence, in content development, you need skilled persons. And therefore, in coming days, education for skill development is the need of the time. So, multidisciplinary approach, quality education, and skilled oriented education. Multidisciplinary approach will give you this benefit. And it has changed entire dimensions now. And that's why this credit system is developed, ABC, as I suggested to you. So in coming days, skill, as I said, you skill from 6th standard is there. Then entrepreneurship development, that is also expected. Entrepreneurship development. And so what is the role of teacher in these areas? So education, it is said, many thinkers said, even in Radhakrishnan report, if you say, that is the basic sentence, that education build character. So what is the problem before country today? Honest persons. Honesty cannot be bought. Honest persons are welcome in the society. Any employer, any entrepreneur, if you ask him, he said, if he is unskilled, no problem. I will teach him skills. But he should be an honest person. I prefer honest person than skilled person. I can teach him skills, but I cannot teach him honesty. And so this is expected from colleges, schools and colleges, that you should teach honesty to your students. So time management, sincerity, honesty, going in time, coming in time, working in time, then whatever the deadlines are there, to observe that deadlines, that culture you need to develop through college campuses. So college campus is expected to character building campuses. And here accountability comes. Only I am preparing my lecture in the night and delivering in the morning in the classroom. That is not enough, friends. That is not only expected from us today. Now, due to this artificial intelligence and Google, information is available to the students on Google. What they expect from you, so how you inculcate good qualities among the students. For example, caring attitude. It is mentioned in this document, NEP document. Ethical attitude, caring attitude, respect to the senior citizens, respect to the seniors in your family, which is expected from Bharatiya culture. What is Bharatiya culture? We based on family. Family is our strong base, family culture, which is now becoming popular all over the world also, slowly. that India's strength is in its family. Your family, if you take care of your family members, if you take care of your neighbors, if you take care of your weak students in your colleges, backward students, or socially backward students, economically backward students, physically handicapped students, if we take care of such things, such caring attitude will develop in the colleges, in the campuses. Such healthy atmosphere we have to develop in the schools and colleges. And that is expected from teachers. Who will do that? We will do that. Nobody else. And so in 21st century, this is the big challenge before us, that we have manpower, we have young manpower, but we need to inculcate two things: one, skill, and second, ethical. They should be ethical. Ethical covers all: honesty, sincerity, respect to the seniors. All these qualities you need to develop among the student. That is the need of the time. We need good person. Good person means what? So Vivekananda said good person means who is taking care of others, not care of yourself. And that is Indian culture. That is Indian ethos. Samashti ka vichar, not only Yashti ka vichar. Samashti to samashti, individual to society. If society development is there, my development will automatically take place. And so this social development attitude we need to develop among students. So we started NSS activities in colleges, universities. We have NSS activities. We have NCC activities. But that is not enough. How many students are taking part in NSS and NCC activities? So each and every student who has taken admission in your college, when he is going out after 4 years or 3-year degree, you know now 3-year degree is there, 4-year degree is there. One more additional benefit is given NEP by NEP. If you stop your education after first year, and if he has 120 credits, he will give him certificate. 40 credits, 120 degree you will give. 40 credits after completing first year, you can issue him certificate. If he stop his education after second year, means 80 credits, you can give him diploma. He will get diploma. And after third year, after 120 to 160 credits of 152 credits, he will get degree. Today, this system is not available. In my last 40 years career, I have never seen this. If students completed first year, passed some 2-3 subject of second year, and if he left, then he will not get any benefit of it. After completing 3 years course and all 3 subjects are clear, then only degree is awarded to him. But in this new NEP structure, now this provision is there that a student who completes his first year successfully, he will get certificate. Second year, he will get diploma. And third year, if he completes, he will get degree. So the efforts are not countless. Whatever effort he has taken in the first year or second year, counted, recognized, and proper reward is given to the student. It is very beneficial to girl students. As I said in the beginning lecture, that some girls get married and they have to stop their education, so they get certificate or they get diploma, and they can come back whenever they finish their primary responsibility. They can come back to the education system and they can take remaining credits and complete their degrees. So here, this radical expectation, which was not there in past, this expectation now inbuilt in this NEP paper. That is new expectation of the society from us. Now, question is whether we are fulfilling that or not. That all-round development of the student, now will come in reality. All-round development means only classroom teaching is not enough. You need to suggest him some different activities, and so ethical behavior of the student you need to encourage, and you have to give him proper example for that. Creative potentials of individual you have to develop. Creative potentials of individual. And Indianization of education means Bharatiyakara. शिक्षा का भारतीयकरण. We discussed some points about it, and we need to highlight that, like that Aryabhatta, Bhaskaracharya. They did many things. Dr. Rabindranath Tagore. Such are the thinkers in India. They gave definitely some new things to the world. Chanakya. We have forgotten all these thinkers, their contributions, their efforts. We neglected. We are very much carried out by Western thinkers only. But same thing, as I said in the beginning, suggested by many Santa and Mahatma, Aryabhatta, even Chanakya, Bhaskaracharya, Patanjali, Yoga, like that, Panini, Gargi, all the thinkers, they given definitely certain contribution to Indian development in the past, but in last 1000 years, in our slavery period, we have forgotten that, or purposely it is destroyed. Or Nalanda, Takshashila were the universities in India, where foreign students, they were coming for education.
सर मैंने आपको को होस्ट बना दिया, आप अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं। अनिल कुलकर्णी सर। यस, अनम्यूट कीजिए सर, अनम्यूट कीजिए।
हेलो।
यस यस।
हाँ जी, ये मेरा थोड़ा कंप्यूटर में प्रॉब्लम आ गया,
हाँ इसलिए, हाँ वो कोई दिक्कत
थोड़ा
नहीं, बना दिया
इलेक्ट्रिक,
आपको को।
हाँ थोड़ा, इसलिए मेरा कंप्यूटर ऑफ हो गया। दैट्स व्हाई आई एम जॉइनिंग थ्रू माय मोबाइल फोन सर। ओके, सो एम आई ऑडिबल?
यस सर, यूर ऑडिबल, क्लियर ऑडिबल।
Yes, I am. So due to this mobile, I will stop my video. I will only speak now. Okay. If you don't listen, please give me call. So I'm talking about this Indianization of higher education, शिक्षा का भारतीयकरण। तो शिक्षा का भारतीयकरण का मतलब यही है कि whatever good things we have, we need to highlight and we have to export them globally. So sustainable development is a global expectation, and sustainable development we have to achieve up to 2035. And if we want to achieve that sustainable development up to 2035, what is the role of education, higher education, particularly higher education role is very much important in this sustainable development. And while sustainable development, we need to take care of 2-3 points. One, as I said you, ethical. Our students should be ethical, teachers should be ethical, educational institutions should be ethical. We have to develop such type of culture among the world that Indian education system is ethical. Where can we see that day where no copy is expected? And that's why some thinkers have suggested that you should have open book exam. In open book exam, question of copying does not arise. But here, skill of teacher will be tested. That you have to design question paper in such a way that those students are referring open books, they will be eligible if they are really gone through the books. Then only they are eligible to answer the questions. So you need to develop questions like that. That type of training we need to give our teachers. So in coming days, education burden we have to remove, and that's why open book exam system is suggested one way. I don't see that this is the only way, but you have to think for that also. So where ethical attitude will be also tested, and students' analytical ability will be also tested, and no tension among the students. You refer any book, but question will be designed in such a way that he will not get ready-made answer in the book. He need to read a book. Unless and until he read a book, he will not be able to answer your questions. So such type of training we need to give to our teachers in coming days also for that also.
Come on, sir.
Yes. So in education system, we have to go for such type of new things also nowadays. Globally, as I saw, we international market is available for us. No, students are not our customers, but international market in the sense foreign students should come in India and they should take education in India. That is our expectation. That is NEP expect. Export of higher education is expected like this. And so there are different formalities we need to develop. So this character building is one more objective kept in mind by the thinkers, by the document developers. And so that is also actually a $1 million question before us, that how to develop. So there are so many answers, but what is the answer to this question, that who will do that and who will do it honestly? Look, for example, corruption is a big problem before us. In every field there is a corruption. No field is there where there is no corruption. So why corruption is there? Those who are well settled persons, IS officers, IPS officers, if they are corrupt, big ministers, big political leaders, even industrialists, all are if going for corrupt practices, then what is the future of our country? And that's why this ethical behavior is very much needed in today's date. That I will do my job honestly, I will charge whatever reasonable to it, and I will not expect any unwanted money for my work. So this type of honesty you need to develop. Why there is a lethargy among government employees, not doing jobs in time? So these are all questions related to your character. Only law will not enough to solve these questions. Law must be there, law needed. Law is helpful, definitely. But only law will not solve all the questions. Finally, society should decide that how to we live, how do we behave. It depends upon society. And why not to develop society culture in such a way where people will say, sir, I'm honest, I have not studied well, so don't take my exam. I will prepare myself and then I will come for exam next time. Such type of day we are waiting, that students should come out like that. And teachers also, while assessing, should be really impartial. He should assess students only on the basis of his performance. Nothing else is expected. And charity begins at home, as I said. So ethical behavior, ethical atmosphere when you have to develop in the campuses, then ethical campuses will develop, only teachers and institutions will develop like that. Today you are observing there are many wrong things are going on in educational institutions. And government is making laws to prohibit that. But in spite of that, things are going on. And we want to stop that, but who will stop that? Whose responsibility is this? It is not only government responsibility, it is the responsibility of all others also. Government will pass an act in the parliament, in assembly. They will go on implementing properly it. But at the same time, it is the responsibility of the society also to think in that direction, that what is just and what is equitable, I will get. I will not get more than just and equitable. So that philosophy and that type of feeling we need to develop among our students, among our education sector. So can we say that minimum our education sector will keep away from all these things? In education sector, it is not allowed. Such type of confidence we need to develop among students, among society also, that this is the education institute, such type of bad things will not take place in this institute. Respect about the woman, respect about our co-workers, these are all ethical matters. So this will go on how you develop culture in your campuses, in your classrooms. Proper attitude you should develop among the students when they are behaving with their co-learners. Are they respecting them? If they are women students, girl students, are they respecting their values? Such type of atmosphere we need to develop in higher education system. Remaining all things okay. But unless and until character building is not there, then everything will be waste. I'm expert, I'm scientist, I'm in government service at top level. But if I'm not honest, then everything will be minus. So respect to honesty, we need to develop in our education system. No copying, no false reporting, no breaking of rules and regulations, following all the rules and regulations. This type of culture we need to develop. That is called ethical learning, ethical development. And if we develop this, then a lot of scope to us in the incoming near days. So globally, we have to achieve these all fundamentals, basic fundamentals we have to develop for achieving all human beings. Achieving human potential will be achieved only unless and until we develop we cannot achieve unless and until we develop ethical, behavioral approach and attitude, proper attitude among our students. And then only national development is possible. Environment, as I said, environment is a big problem. I give an example of one university. So, how to protect our environment? We should not be greedy. We should not exploit nature for our selfish purpose. We should cooperate with nature. So, that type of culture we need to develop from college life. If students develop this quality, this will be a big help or great help to our nation. Actually, that is a big nation work you are doing. Developing such manpower, skilled manpower, ethical manpower, if we successfully develop, then we are doing very much great nation work, as per my opinion. What is nation work? हम बड़े देशभक्त बनेंगे. देशभक्ति का मतलब ये नहीं कि और देश का रक्षा करना, लड़ना. We need to fight in our own campuses against ill things, against unethical things. We need to fight. And for that, we need our student support for that. So to develop student support for that, I think that day will not be longer. If such type of atmosphere is developed, then India will be a big, rich country in the world. So potential development, keeping in mind, we need to develop such things in our campuses. And so it is up to the teachers and educational institute what type of methodology they should use for that. It is vary from place to place. It is vary from college to college. It is vary from university to university. But such innovative ideas you need to develop where it will be well accepted by all the students. And so providing universal access to quality education to all. Quality education not to few. We have to give quality education to all. Providing universal access to quality education to all is a key to India's global development. India can give global leaders. Global leaders, how you can give? This is the key, that quality education access you should give to all the people in India. And that's why equitable society we can enjoy. Equitable society we can observe. And so that leadership culture we need to develop. For economic development, making India rich, making India Vishwaguru, it is possible only such type of ethical leadership only. And that's why this ethical leadership, when we work, we behave as per our statement. We are saying something else and we are showing in our behavior something else will not be accepted by the society. Society will accept such persons, those who are saying things are following themselves in their life. So education is that. So only giving curriculum education, skill education is not enough. We need to develop such global leadership among our students, so they will be welcomed, they will be well accepted all over the world. German delegation, as I given you example, German delegation came to India, and German delegation suggested that we want Indian students to work in Germany because they are very sincere workers. This is our picture in Germany. German industrialists or German organizers feel that we want to employ Indian workers because they are sincere, they are honest. So this is actually a reward. This is actually a respect given by the world to our society, to our students. When our students go abroad, they work sincerely, they work honestly, they follow their rules everywhere there. But when they come back to India, their behavior is different. So why it happens? That we need to think. And so we have to develop this attitude among our students that how to develop ethical leadership among our students. So this is my last point I would like to highlight. So global education development agenda, sustainable development. That is my last point I would like to highlight. So key to all higher education, these are challenges we are facing, but I am sure that we will enough to solve this. If you have any queries, you can ask. Yes, sir. Yes. Light is on. I will try to. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, any coordinator? Yes, sir.
हाँ सर, आपका आवाज आ रहा है सर.
सर मोबाईल ऑफ करतो. मोबाईल ऑफ करतोय.
हा विको होतोय 2 असल्यामुळे.
मोबाईल यू कर. Shall we stop here? It is 5 o'clock. Anybody is having questions? Otherwise, we will stop. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Coordinator, please conclude now.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Please conclude. If anybody is having question, I can reply. Otherwise, we will conclude.
इसका क्वेश्चन होगा तो आप सर को पूछ सकते हैं. No questions.
107 participants are.
No questions, sir.
From all over India, no, sir?
Yes,
Participants from all over India.
All Indians.
Yes, okay.
Thank you, sir.
So I tried to cover higher education system in the past, today, and what will be expected in future. Higher education system, right? Please conclude, sir. Coordinator, sir, please conclude now. Shall I leave meeting? Thank you. Thank you to all. Hello. Hello. Shall Patil sir? Shall I leave? Whether meeting is over, no?
Okay, sir, no question. Thank you, sir.
No question.
Okay. आप लीव कर सकते हैं, sir. Yes.